Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started with my lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations and blessings to the Akim that do this work in truth and in sincerity. And the topic of the lesson is going to be along the lines of, all right, don't wait until it's too late, all right, to seek the Lord, man. All right. Try to seek the Lord while he may be found. All right. And a little bit of the inspiration of this video, all right, came from this rapper, this southern rapper out here in Louisiana, all right, named Bootsy. All right. Now, Bootsy got in a accident, all right, earlier this month, and now he's having all of these type of health issues. All right. He's claiming, all right, after he finishes his show or whatnot, that he has to go straight to the hospital, because, he feel like he gonna pass out, or, his heart doesn't feel right. Now, mind you, all right, a few years back, all right, around 2020, I believe, all right, he was in a live stream, all right, with some people, and he basically told, all right, the people that if the Lord told him not to eat pork, well, first he said, what type of religion is that you can't eat pork? I ain't following no type of religion like that. You know what I'm saying? And he goes on to say, he said, I'm just sorry, I'm sorry. I'm just, if it came down to it and the Most High said, I can't eat pork, then hey, I'm gonna eat it anyway. You know what I'm saying? He goes on to stick the finger, all right, towards the sky. All right, his middle finger towards the sky, all right, in reverence, to say, what, to the Most High, man. I'm going to do whatever I want, that through is thou wilt, spirit. All right. And spiritually, all right, the Lord judged his ass, because right after that, the dude got shot in the leg. All right. The Most High had it to where this dude got shot in the leg and he almost lost his leg. So you would think that Jake, would be, at least humble, man. You think Jake would be humble in the spirit, because he just, as soon as he got out of jail, he had just finished, all right, battling cancer and actually winning against that. Now he got in a wreck. Now he's talking about that, the doctor talking about that he has a enlarged heart on the left or his right side. So yeah, man, the Lord is jacking his ass up, man. All right, and that's basically the Lord chastising him, man. All right, the Lord putting that whip to him, and now he's feeling the heat, and now he don't know which way to turn, man. The Lord is turning them inside out, man. All right, and that's why the scriptures say, all right, fear not them that can kill the body, but fear him that can kill the body. Matter of fact, let me just go to it, because I'm butchering it, because I'm a butcher and I don't want to butcher it. All right, let's just go to it real quick. All right, because the Lord can have us suffer in these bodies, man. All right, as a way of, basically punishment. All right, this is Matthew chapter 10, verse, let's see, 28. All right. And it says, "And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell." So fear not them that can, kill a body, because, well, Shalakia, the body, the body that you're in, because that's simple. You know what I mean? Like, because, you just, bam, they kill you in the spirit world, you probably ain't going to suffer as much. But fear the Most High, which he can keep your soul in your body and make you just go through complete hell and suffering. And that's what he's facing, man. Many of people are facing that, man. All right, many people are facing those type of judgments, man, where the Lord has just kept them in their body for judgment. All right, being halfway burnt alive, having to go through all that recovery and that pain and that ache. All right, getting in accidents and becoming a paraplegic, and I mean, it just all kind of things, all kind of ways, that the Lord can get you, man. So it's, again, all right, it says, Matthew chapter 10, verse 28, "And fear not them which kill the body, and are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell," man. So the Lord can destroy your soul and your body down here in hell. This is hell. This is the place of hell. This is the place of judgment. Hell meaning a hellish condition. All right, making your flesh and your blood and your soul, your spirit be in a lower state, because it's stuck in these chains of darkness. All right, that's the ultimate, just pain-wrenching judgment, man. All right, being sick of the body. All right, being sick of the body, having an ailment. Shit is draining, So when the Lord does that to you, it's to humble you, it's to bring you down, it's to make you realize, it's to make you observe, it's to make you, self-reflect. All right. Otherwise, the Lord's going to destroy you, man. All right. Let's go here real quick. Bear with me for 1 second. Let's go here to, all right. This is Amos chapter 5, verse 4. And it says, "For thus said the Lord unto the house of Israel, seek ye me, and ye shall live." So that's how we live. We live by going and serving the Lord. All right, presenting our bodies as a living sacrifice, giving our all to the Lord, giving our everything that we have going on, our energy to the Lord, and serving the Lord. All right, being a living sacrifice for the Lord. All right, the Lord's going to provide for us. All right. How is it that the Lord is going to give you this knowledge, wisdom, truth, and understanding? All right. And not have you be able, in some way, shape, or form, be able to preach his word? How is he going to give you this truth? All right. This full 100% truth. All right. But not make it a way for you to be able to, teach the word. All right. It's not going to happen. All right. He's not going to put a distraction into your life, or make it to where in your life to where you won't be able to serve him fully. All right. Otherwise, you need to be making some sacrifices. You need to be, as the scriptures say, basically cutting off. Matter of fact, let's get to it real quick. All right. If thy right hand offend thee, cut it off. We don't have to get it, but I just wanted to make mention of it. All right. The scripture says, if thy right hand offend thee, cut it off. That means that if anything outside of the truth is interfering, all right, with you having to do the work, then you need to cut it off. All right. Dealing with wisdom. Okay. If it's pertaining to a job, find you a job that is, not gonna get into, get into you interfering with having to teach the word like you're supposed to. All right. But let's go back to the lesson now, all right? Because I'm kind of veering off. Sometimes that's just how the spirit moves, and that's just how it is. All right. But again, it says, Amos chapter 5, verse 4, for thus saith the Lord unto the house of Israel, seek ye me, and ye shall live. So that's what we ought to do. We ought to seek the Lord, man. All right, in these days. We don't want to wait till the last minute to be able to seek the Lord. All right. We don't want to be like everyone else. All right. You can't just pick the Lord up. All right. Like a toy, or use him like a toy. All right. Whenever you choose and you want to, man. All right. That's not how the Lord works. So we have to seek him early in the cool of the day. This is the cool of the day right now. Even though shit's going on in the world, this is really the cool of the day right now, where it's not too much going on. All hell hasn't broken loose. That's what it means, the cool of the day. All right, as the scriptures refer to. All right, it's not hot right now. It is, but it ain't. All right, it ain't hot as it could be. In the spirit. All right. Let's go on to the next scripture. All right, this is Sirach chapter 5, verse 7. And it says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put off not from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. All right. Not being a part, all right, of that judgment of the unholy generation. All right. The people who chose not to listen to the Lord, the ones that just shunned the Lord and pulled their arm away from trying to hear the word, while the prophets was out there on the highways teaching, while they seen the videos, while they laughed and scoffed and thought it was a game. All those people, all right, eventually at some time or some point, all right, is going to know that this was the truth. And they're going to come and try to come back to the Lord, all right, when it's too late. When the doors of mercy is closed, and there ain't going to be nothing that they can do about it. Just like in the scriptures, all right, when those people were saying, they were hungry, and they saying, and the king was like, if the Lord's not helping you, then how am I supposed to help you? The very one who's creating all this turmoil, this famine, this pestilence, this war, all right? The very one that's creating all of this, if he's not helping you, how am I supposed to help you? That's what it's going to come down to. It's going to come down to that. And I don't want to be no part of it. And I know brothers don't want to be no parts of that, man. No parts of it, man. Want to be out here like a fucking chicken with his head cut off, man. I want to have a stable mind. I want to know that I've done what I needed to do to please the Lord, and that, you know, the Lord may be satisfied with me, that I may be able to, you know, die for the truth honorably, all right, in confidence, all right, or Lord willing, be on a chariot. Either way. But I don't want to go out like the rest of these unholy, ungodly people. No. No. All right. So let's go on to the next scripture real quick. This is Shalakia. This is 2 Chronicles chapter 36, verse 16. But they that mocked the messengers of Yahweh and despised his words and misused his prophets, until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people, till there was no remedy. There's going to be no remedy out here. There ain't no amount of crystals that these motherfuckers can gather up and put all together and accumulate all the energy that they want to save their ass, man. All right? The gods that they worship, all these deities and all these religions, the Jesus Christ and Allah and all these gods that these motherfuckers be worshiping, ain't none of that's gonna be a remedy to them in that day. None of that. The only remedy, the only antidote, the only solution is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua in the word. That's the only thing that's gonna get you out of here. Only thing that's gonna keep you with a level head. Only thing that's gonna save you. Nothing else out here is gonna save you. No remedy out here. You already see what type of shit they on now. You know what I'm saying? You already see what type of shit the world is on right now. You already know what type of motion they on. You already know what type of energy they on. Just by looking at them, just by seeing them. That's what type of time they on. They on the time of the world. You know, they ain't even thinking about the Lord, man. But in that day they will. But it's going to be too late. You know? But it's going to be too late. The doors of mercy going to be closed. All right? So this is Amos chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the days come, said the Lord, Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the word of the Lord. And that's what's coming down the pipe. All right? This anti-this, this anti-that. All right? All the agenda to shut up the truth. All right? These different algorithms that, you know, brothers can't say these particular type of words. Otherwise, channels getting taken down, videos getting taken down, getting flagged, you know, getting suspended, this, that, and the third, all for the sake of the truth. Pretty soon there ain't gonna be no truth out here, no remedy, no not being able to listen to any of the truth at all anymore. It's gonna be a complete shutdown, blackout. That's coming. A blackout of the word, and also a blackout of all electronics, electricity, everything. It's gonna be straight dark out here. Finished, finito. Shit, just in my city, they just upgraded, they say, the grid in my location, right? It's been outdated for years, right? Because down here in the South, when these different particular hurricanes and, you know, The Lord sends all that tempest out here to wreak out his judgment. It be weeks, sometimes days, weeks that we can be without power, you know? And this is the infrastructure of not only just out here where we at in Louisiana, but this is all of Louisiana and all pretty much of the United States is like this, with this weak ass grid. So they're going to do something to where there ain't going to be no truth that's going to be heard at all, period. Some type of black swan event is going to happen. It's just going to be just like a domino effect. One thing after another getting taken out. One thing after another. Just like in that movie. All right? Cut off what they say, all forms of communication. You cut off the communication between the people, they don't know what the fuck going on. All right? And the word is the main thing because it's the word is prophecy. The word is prophecy. All right? And this is the main thing that is going to have people to have stability in that time. Just like in the book of Eli. What was the main thing that everybody was looking for? The word, the book. This is the most valuable thing. All right, just like that guy said. All right, Theodore Roosevelt. All right, the president. He said what? A thorough knowledge of the Bible is more valuable than a college education. Because these elites, these small hats, they know that the Bible is real. They know their education is bullshit. The knowledge of the world is BS. All right? At the end of all things, this is what really matters. All right? Let's go on to the next scripture. All right? This is Isaiah chapter 55, verse 7. It says, "Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near." So the Lord is near because the prophets are out there on the highways and the byways. You're still able to access, all right, these videos. Still able to learn. Still able to, grow in the spirit while things are somewhat, not too much then over, exploded to the point to where you can't hear the word anymore, or that the truth has been outlawed, or just completely censored out. So this is the time to seek the Lord more than any time. All right, this is the time to look for him and seek for him 10 times more. These are the vital times as we speak right now. All right, while the doors of mercy are open. All right. So let's go here real quick to the last scripture, man. All right. And I'm going to end it on out on this one. All right. Verse 7, it says, "Let the wicked forsake his way, and the righteous man his thoughts, and let them return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, Yahweh, for he will abundantly pardon." All right. So let the wicked forsake. All right. How about Shem Yahushai? All right. As we always say, let the wicked do wickedly and let the righteous be righteous. Just continue to seek the Lord. All right. Continue to do what you got to do. All right. To make your calling and your election sure in these last, times, man. These last minutes and seconds. All right. Because we're very close to the end. All right. Don't choose to be, don't be a Johnny come lately, man. seek the Lord now in these times that we have mercy. You know, that's the message of this lesson. All right, is that, all right, seek the Lord while he may be found, and don't let that judgment of the Lord, all right, fall upon you, as it's going to fall on all of those, all right, that don't want to hear the word of the Lord. But Lord willing, this video is edifying. Again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem HaKakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations and blessings to the Akim that do this work in truth and sincerity. Until the next time, Lord willing, I say Shalom.